What's good, YouTube? My name's Gib The Great and welcome back to another Wi-Fi battle. Today's Wi-Fi battle is against Ian. I am bringing my NU team. I know I said in the last Wi-Fi battle I did that I was bringing an Uber's team, but I'm pretty sure that I did an Uber's battle, but I don't think I saved the battle video for you guys, so that's very unfortunate. However, we are going against an opponent who's bringing most of his team are NU, although he has brought the Azumarill, which is OU, and then Ninetales is PU. I think it's PU anyway, or is it RU? I don't really know. But yeah, so as we can see here, guys, my team, as you can see, is entirely NU. It's Galvantula, Haxorus, Suicune, Darmanitan, Espeon, and Flogas. While my opponent is bringing the Haxorus of his own, and Empoleon, the Azumarill, the Sylveon, the Mandibuzz, and the Ninetales. So, you know, really well-rounded team, and as we can probably tell, like, by the Mandibuzz, you know, that's kind of his core. So, it's going to be pretty much a stall team, because Sylveon can take a couple of special hits, Empoleon can take both physical and special hits. So, we don't really know what's going to happen in this battle. But anyway, guys, if you do enjoy this battle, please make sure you hit that thumbs up, like button, and also subscribe to Ultratech for all latest Ultratech content. But without further ado, you guys, let's go ahead and get into this battle. So this was a really good battle. It was a really close battle. This battle was 25 turns long, and obviously I decided to lead off with my Galvantula, because this isn't the like the Choice Scarf, Choice Specs Galvantula you guys normally see. This is Focus Sash, just so I can set up the Spider Web and what have you. I didn't actually mention what all my other items were. I think like the rest of my Pokemon were. Let's see. We had Haxorus, which I think is Lumberry. We have. Oh my god. I'll probably talk you guys through the items I have with my Pokemon, because I think I can remember most of the items I have with my Pokemon, but I can't remember the Pokemon. So, you know, when they get sent in, then, you know, I'll tell you guys. So, he straight out go out for the Ninetales against my Galvantula. I do set up the sticky webs, however, he does kill off my Galvantula, which sucks a lot. So I go into my Suicune, which forces in the switch into his Empoleon. My Suicune has got leftovers on it. It is a Calm Mind, Rest, Skull, Sleep Talk set, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys know. I think that's a common set for Suicune. I don't really know. So with the Drought up, obviously a Skull's not going to do a lot. So I try and see what this guy does to my team. So I just set up the Calm Mind here just to see what he does and what have you. I think this turn he actually goes up for the Stealth Rock. Yes, he does. So he sets up the Stealth Rock on my side of the field. Unfortunately, I don't have a Spinner or a Defogger, so when I next build like a team around this tier, then I'm really gonna have to concentrate on that. Fortunately, though, I do snag a burn with the Skull, and it's gonna hold. The Empoleon's gonna hold up his red card against me, which pretty much forces me out into another Pokemon I can't choose. So the Darmanitan was dragged out, so that's 25% Stealth Rock damage there. He's actually gonna roll me out, so you know that red card Stealth Rock combination is actually a pretty good combination. I might use that sometime. But yeah, so I go back out into my Suicune. Obviously, with the effect of that red card and raw combination, is that I've taken a bit of damage from Stealth Rocks, which can be easily recovered by leftovers. But I've lost the stat changes with my Calm Mind. I've lost my +2 in special attack and special defense. So I go for the Skull here just to try and get a bit of chip damage off with the burn on the Empoleon here. So you just go straight up for the raw. Obviously, as you can see, this is a very stall team. And I goes out into my Espeon here. Now, my Espeon, I think, is Life Orb. Yes, it is. I think it's got Psychic, Shadow Ball, Dazzling Gleam, and Morning Sun on it. So, I go for the Shadow Ball because it's the best move I've got in this situation. As we can see there, I am Life Orbed, you guys. And he goes for the Scald. I don't think, because this is like a stall Empoleon, that it's going to do that much damage, because, you know, you would surely invest it in both your defenses or your HP, I should say, not hit points. So, he does get snagged burn with the Scald as well, which really does suck. So, he's going to go out into his Darcy, which I think is his Mandibuzz, because, you know, he's obviously seen the Shadow Ball, and because he's probably thinking that I'm going to go for it again, he does swap out into the Mandibuzz, so that's really good play on him, and also he knows that I'm going to die to Life Orb or the burn. So that was a really good play on his part. And also he has got leftovers as well. So we really do know that this is a stall Mandibuzz. Because what else could it be? You know, you could have like... I don't think you can have an offensive Mandibuzz. I just really think the Mandibuzz is just used for stall. So I'm going to protect here just to scout to see what he's going to do. Obviously I could wish up and then that'd be good. But he does go for the taunt, so I'm really glad I didn't even go for the wish there, because that means I can protect upon the next turn. So the only thing I can do now is just go for Moonblast, because I think this Florges has got Moonblast, Protect, Wish, and Aromatherapy. Pretty sure this Florges is featured in a previous battle, like on the Wi-Fi battle. So you guys can go ahead and check out my playlist and find the battle that Florges featured in. So he does swap out into the Sylveon just to see what I can do to it. Obviously, I'm going to be carrying the obvious Fairy type Moonblast. So that's the reason why I didn't want to leave his Mandibuzz in. Plus, he knows his Sylveon can take it, which is really well played on his part. So, because I'm taunted, the only move I can go for is Moonblast. Because obviously the rest of my moves are status moves, so I can't use any of them until the taunt wears off. So we're obviously just going to gain a little bit of HP from leftovers. We don't really know what item this Sylveon has on it, so I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Wish here, because I think the taunt wore off like a couple of turns ago. So he's going to go for the Psyshock, and obviously because Psyshock hits on the physical side, that's going to do a lot more than Hyper Voice would or something. So I'm going to Protect just to be that guy and try and get a little bit of hit point recovery. And obviously he's committed to Psyshock, so you know that's really gonna do a lot of damage to my Florges. So the wish came true, obviously taking me back to almost full health with the leftover recovery as well. And the good thing about this is that if the Hyper Voice or the Psyshock does kill me, then I can get a another Moonblast off and a special attack drop before I die. So that's really good. I got that special attack drop right there, because even though that was a crit, so if you guys didn't know, in 6th generation or in any generation really, crits bypass stat changes, so at least reduce stat changes. So if you go for an overheat and then you're at -2 special attack, if you get a crit, that won't really matter. That'll just deal 1.5 more damage than it would normally, or 0.5 damage than it would deal normally. So you know, I'm just stalling him out with Florges here, because, you know, there's nothing really much I can do at this point. So I'm just going to set up a wish to pass on to the next Pokemon that I think is at low hit points. And then he finished me off with a nice and useless crit there. So, you know, that's good. So I am taking a bit of a risk here. It might seem like a really stupid play, but I also carry Poison Jab on the Haxorus. So, you know, I think with the way I brought that in, he predicted that, and he's going to go back out into his Mandibuzz just to see, because we all know Mandibuzz can take it, so he's just going to see what move I was going to go for with like the way I brought that Hydreigon in, because Haxorus. I don't know if Haxorus can learn Iron Head or something. I think that he just predicted the Poison Jab, so he's going to go into something that he knew could take the hit. But this Outrage does a fair amount of decent damage. He goes for the Foul Play, so fortunately I didn't go for the Dragon Dance there or before, because if I had, that Foul Play might have Elko, because Foul Play does damage calculated by the amount of attack, like how much attack you've got. So thankfully I do get a crit. I think that crit really did matter in knocking out Mandibuzz there, which is really good. And I do get confused, unfortunately, after 2 turns of Outrages, because, you know, if you guys didn't know, you could get confused after 2 to 3 turns of Outrage. I'm pretty sure you guys knew that, because once you go for Outrage, you lock yourself into it. So that's the reason why I'm carrying the Lumberry, just to cure the confusion on that. He brings in the Ninetales here just to set up the drought, and obviously I haven't popped the air balloon yet on this thing. And he actually, Ninetales naturally outspeeds Haxorus, I think, so it might have helped this case if it was timid. And I didn't actually know if this thing was choiced or not, so that's one thing I really wanted to find out. So I go out into my Suicune here just in case, like, you know, like he is choiced, and as we can see here, he's clearly not, because he went for Psyshock the turn before, and now he's gone for Solar Beam. So with the Sun Up, that is obviously going to be like 1 turn, because, you know, without the Sun, Solar Beam will take up 2 turns just to store energy and then release it with obviously the attack. So I'm going to go for the Scald here. That's a critical hit. Unfortunately though, I can't get the burn on it because, you know, it's a fire type. But I do pop the air balloon. I don't think it matters, because I think the only thing that carried it a ground type attack on my team was Haxorus with Earthquake. So that really sucks, and I'm gonna let my Suicune go down here to the Solar Beam, which is really unfortunate, because I think my Suicune's nature, this is like the Suicune I caught in Alpha Sapphire, I think the Suicune's nature is Lax, which I'm pretty sure ups defense but lowers special defense. Or Gentle and Lax are the opposite of each other, because, you know, they raise the defense and lower defense, but I can never remember which way around it is. I think gentle lowers defense and lax lowers special defense. So, you know, I was when I called that, I was really hoping for like a bold nature or something, because, you know, commonly you see Suicunes that are bold. Anyway, I'm on to my last Pokemon here, which is Dimanche, which obviously we haven't seen a lot ever since that Empoleon roared me into it. But I didn't want to bring it in because of the Stealth Rock damage, and unfortunately because it's my last Pokemon, I had to bring it in. So, you know, that was a really good play there. There was some really good plays there with Ian. I really did enjoy this battle, although we did bring a couple of Pokemon that were above my tier. You know, I found that to be a really good battle, and it turns out that, you know, you can have a lot of different teams within your tier. You can have a hyper-offensive team, you can have a stall team like Ian had here, and that really makes me believe like what Pokemon I could bring into a tier battle like this. But anyway, you guys, if you enjoyed this battle where I completely use a new tier Pokemon, make sure you go ahead and smash the hell out of that thumbs up like button if you really want to, because, you know, your support is greatly appreciated. Make sure you also subscribe to Ultratech for all latest Ultratech content. Hit me up on Twitter with a direct message if you want to battle with me or trade with me sometime on Omega Ruby or for Sapphire. If you want to, then add my friend code. It should be in the description, and hit me up with yours either in that direct message on Twitter or in the comment section down below. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have been amazing. I've been Gib The Great. This is me, signing off.